coming. What is going on, people? We've got people walking by looking at us like we're a bunch of idiots.
We are.
If you hear some audio in the background, if you're listening to the audio podcast, we're back at Chicken and Pickle.
This is where we reside.
This is our place, new location, San Antonio. A little bit bigger than the Kansas City location, but amazing nonetheless.
Great place. We just had some more food.
More food.
Amazing food.
Great
amazing
food.
Ambiance and decor.
I might have some arugula in my teeth, but that's all good.
I think you're good.
We're good. We have a great episode for you today. Like I said, a little live music, not live music, live audio, people in the background. And we've got a great guest.
Amazing. I don't know how we pulled this guy.
He's on his way. San Antonio legend. People love this guy. I love this guy. 15-time All-Star, 3-time Finals MVP, 2-time regular season MVP, 5-time NBA champion. His name's Tim Duncan. Legend.
Wild.
So we're excited to have him on. He's on his way. He texted me. We're on a texting basis. That's what we do. So, Pat, anything else?
No, I mean, I think let's get right into it.
Let's wait before we get into it.
Yeah, sure.
How about that basketball game last night?
Which one?
The team up north blowing it.
That was rough.
It was rough.
I feel all of the trash I talked to you about Oral Roberts came back.
Yeah.
And yes.
Some would argue they'd rather lose in the first round than the Elite Eight and get those hopes up. And
yeah, I don't know about that, but
if you don't make the Final Four or win the Natty, does it even matter?
I mean, I think you want to go as far as you can, but tough game nonetheless.
Yeah, great. Speaking of which, jacked up bracket, not a thing. I knew it wasn't real. People were coming after me. It's not a curse. I'm not cursed. I'm far from cursed. I'm just bad at picking teams. I'm bad at picking games.
You took some good pictures, though.
I take good
on
pictures.
Social. Yeah, and the shirts.
So
you got that out of it, which is good.
So you might be wondering why are Jack and Pat in San Antonio, which is a fair question. It's not far from where we reside. We went to a women's game last night. Had some fun, messed with some fans pregame.
Had some Dippin' Dots for the first time in years.
Pat had Dippin' Dots. We had a four spot of seats. Someone took them, so Pat was sitting by himself.
Yeah. It's okay.
It was cool.
Kind of a loner, so it's fine.
But here we go.
Yeah, we stopped in Austin on our way here.
Austin.
Your former stomping grounds.
Yeah, I took him to a quick bite to eat, went to the Texas State Capitol, and that's about it.
Yeah, what did we do today that I think we want?
Oh, the wildlife.
Yeah. You got a brochure.
The
or
Wildlife Ranch, African Safari, Texas style. We saw a lot of cool animals. My personal favorite had to have been.
That was necessary.
Wait for it. The white rhinoceroses. If you're going to watch the video on social, but their native land is Africa. They can weigh up to 4,000 pounds. And
big boys and girls.
What's up?
I said big boys and girls.
Oh, and girls, yes. Well, both sexes can grow horns if you didn't know.
Well, everyone knows that.
And it takes 16 months to produce a baby rhinoceri. Well, that's enough about that. What do you say we get into it, Pat?
Yeah, let's talk about it. So, here to cover the women's tournament,
yes.
I think we got to talk about UConn-Baylor.
The UConn-Baylor game was an all-time game.
That was wild. Most viewed Sweet 16 game since 2013. Crazy stat, too. The women's tournament that night doubled the men's social media engagement, 39 million impressions. So people are talking. People are interested in it. LeBron James was tweeting about it. I saw J.J. Watt was tweeting about it. A lot of celebrities.
Yeah, there was a controversial foul call, not call there at the end. We were watching it at the office, and it was like, hey, this is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
They were going after it. Paige Beckers, and we'll probably talk about her in a bit.
We'll probably talk to her at some point, too.
Well, hopefully talk to her, yeah. She dropped 28, 6 boards, 3 steals. Not a bad day at the office.
Not at all.
She's pretty good at what she does. She's all over the place.
We got her some Instagram followers. Check our Instagram.
Check our Instagram.
We got her some followers.
She had this. I saw this picture. I think I don't know who posted it, AP or someone like that, but of her flexion.
Oh yeah.
On Carrington, that was pretty crazy.
That was a sweet picture.
Carrington did not have a good night.
No.
She had an okay night, but
probably had a worse night with that picture being taken too,
yeah,
and posted everywhere on
saying.
social.
So there we go.
Hearing some doors close.
A little wind.
That's what you get. So the games that are coming up, we got South Carolina and Stanford.
Yes.
We saw Stanford play Louisville the other night, and Arizona and UConn.
Yep.
So it's the first Final Four for Arizona ever. Beat Indiana. Looked pretty dominant. Indiana was scoreless for 4 minutes, and they only scored 9 points in the fourth quarter. So if the defense can keep going, I think they have a chance. UConn is UConn, though. So
don't sleep on UConn.
Never
like I
sleep
said,
on
they were
UConn.
down 10 late in the third quarter and came back. It was their biggest deficit so far in the tournament. So don't count them out. Never count them out. Paige Becker, she's a baller.
And then other game, we got South Carolina and Stanford. Right. South Carolina trounced Texas.
They beat Texas.
Probably because you were in the vicinity.
Well, the Texas fans, we're not on good terms.
Yeah.
But I love you nonetheless.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say it till I die.
Dawn Staley had a crazy soundbite. She said didn't realize that they didn't score in the fourth quarter. Like, that's how locked in.
Yeah, she was locked in.
So,
Dawn Staley. She's ready to roll. Like you said, Arizona, South Carolina.
Yeah. And then we were at the Louisville-Stanford game.
Yeah.
Some big threes in the second half.
Yep.
And then Stanford was 10-0 run to start the fourth.
Yeah.
Which kind of sealed it. So.
No, it's good stuff. We're excited for the games.
Yeah.
The South Carolina-Arizona game has 2 African-American coaches for the first time ever in the Final Four. So that's something that's awesome.
It is.
Surprising that it hasn't happened before, but it'll be cool nonetheless. So we want to make some predictions on who we got winning the rest of this. I think it's going to be the Stanford-UConn matchup, 1v1. And I got UConn taking it all because why not? That's what they do. They win natties. And
Your team Beckers.
Team Beckers. Can't doubt her.
I like Stanford. I got to give a quick shout-out to Cameron Brink, Stanford freshman. Love her game.
Yeah.
She had a great end one, was super energetic. I just love watching her play. I don't think they get it. I think Dawn Staley and South Carolina are too experienced, too good. I think it's South Carolina, UConn, and I got to go with UConn as well. Not super exciting picks from Still Eligible. We're both Gonzaga guys. Now we're both UConn guys.
Well, yeah. You gotta pick the
You got to go with tradition.
Tradition. Well, Gonzaga is about to make new traditions.
It's true.
They're unstoppable. They're cooking. They're just rolling over people. They destroyed USC.
Yeah.
They're just speed bumps along the way.
Which is crazy because it's literally the Mobley brothers.
The Mobley brothers. I couldn't beat the Mobley brothers in anything.
I don't think so. I think if the Mobley brothers started a podcast, they would probably get a lot more followers than us.
Well, it helps when you're the Mobley brothers.
Well, they can do anything, so.
Yeah, so they're making it look effortless. They're 30-0, trying to get to that Indiana record if they win the next 2 games.
Yeah.
And then 29 of their wins have been by double digits, so
it's wild.
That's not a bad stat either.
Yeah.
Timmy,
I'll get to him later, but he's playing out of his mind right now.
He is.
He's 6'10", and he has guard skills, which is scary.
He flexed on USC.
Yeah,
that was a good.
Oh, he picked up after he dropped a dime, and then he did the dime celebration, picked the dime up off the floor. So
you gotta love creativity. We love it here. Are we just moving on down?
Yeah, sure.
UCLA.
I'm aware.
That was a good win. The team up north missed their last 8 shots.
Yeah,
which,
that was rough.
You don't want to do that.
I was laying on the bar. I was laying.
Yeah, you were laying on the bar.
It was hard to watch.
Lost their last 8 shots, or missed their last 8 shots. Lost by 2. Simple mathematics would tell you if they would have made one of those 8 shots, that would have been at least overtime.
You're good at math.
They haven't made it to the Final Four since 2008 with Kevin Love and Russell Westbrook. Those are pretty good guys. A little side note, Russell Westbrook's just absolutely balling right now.
Oh, yeah.
He's the first ever person to have a 35-14 or 35-10 and 20 game. 21 assists in a game and 14 rebounds, 35 points. That's a lot of numbers.
Yeah, those are NBA Jam numbers.
Yeah, that ain't bad.
Well, super, super frustrating game. Great season for Juwan. I'm happy for them, but, it's definitely hard to watch. I kind of know how you felt.
You just teed me up right there. Juwan, just like every other team up north coach, can't win the big one. He's never won a game in April. That's for sure. Harbaugh 0-5 against the Buckeyes, and even the Wolverine baseball team a few years ago lost in the Natty to Vanderbilt. I don't know. I'm just pointing out the obvious. But UCLA, I don't think they stand a chance against Gonzaga.
No, we'll get to our picks in a second, but I agree.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
It's just not it. So I think that it's sweet that they played that one extra game and just came in rolling into the tournament. And I think that while other teams were sitting there waiting, that they got that extra game in, and I don't know. I think it gave them a little momentum while people were sitting at home and playing on their Xbox.
I picked BYU in that game. I feel very stupid
the BYU
about
game?
that now.
I picked Michigan State to win the first game, and now Michigan.
Well, technically, if Michigan State had made it this far, your bracket still would have been right because you could pick either.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know how far I had them going.
Yeah.
I had them winning at least 2 games, but
Maybe
definitely not the Final Four. I had my Texas guys going to the Final Four. So, How about Franz Wagner?
I think he's still going to be a great NBA player. People are knocking him for that air ball.
That air ball, the meme of the the meme.
You got to look at the total body of work.
The meme of the JT Barrett, Jim Harbaugh he's short meme that they put Howard's face on.
I saw it.
That
on
was
your
the best meme.
Today.
Best meme. I don't know who made it. Shout out that guy. But yeah, we'll get to the picks in a second.
Yeah.
Baylor. What do you got about Baylor?
They were killing it from 3-point land. They had 8 of 15. Arkansas was only 3 of 11.
Their
the
guards
Muss
are
bus.
Muss bus is no longer.
The Muss bus is in the chop right now.
First Final Four in 71 years. I don't know. Coach Drew, been there since 03. Finally made a Final Four.
Good for him.
I mean,
they held Moody. Moody's going to be like a lottery pick. They held him to like 11 points.
Yeah.
So good for them. Their defense, I love watching their defense. I'm a big
elite.
defense
Their guards
guy.
are elite. They, I don't know, defense and rebounds.
Yeah.
They got a lot of offensive rebounds, which helps as well.
If they match up with Gonzaga, that will be a wild matchup.
I mean, that's what everybody wants.
Yeah, that's what we all want.
That's what everybody wants. I think it can happen. I think the only way it doesn't happen is if Houston. See what we did just there?
Oh.
Transition.
King of the segue.
Can stop them. I don't think ULC, like I said, or UCLA rather, is going to stop Gonzaga. They're a freak train. But Houston, I was hating on them early. They barely beat Rutgers. They're also a defensive team, very physical team. I think this is going to be very slow game, probably a low-scoring game. I don't know what the over-under's at. We could look it up, but I don't know. Maybe entertain the under.
They had 48 of their 67 points were split up between Sasser, Grimes, and Giroux. They're
Sasser's
3 guards.
balling too.
So I feel like that's probably the key there is limiting those points. But I don't know if you can. That's a pretty dominant trio. So
Coach Tinkle getting his name out there from Oregon State. I think everyone can agree that they made it further than they were expected.
Yeah,
for sure. He had those boys balling.
12 seed. I mean, you know about 12 seeds.
Speaking of 12 seeds, 15-time NBA All-Star Tim Duncan just said he should be here soon.
Great.
So,
can't wait.
Love you, Tim. Can't wait to see you.
Let's make some picks real quick.
He said I'm going to be able to try the ring on.
Wow. That'll be fun.
All right, make the picks. You go first.
Gonzaga's going to crush UCLA, and then I think Baylor's defense is just too good.
I hate when we agree on stuff.
Right? It's really hard. But Gonzaga's too stacked. So Gonzaga-Baylor final.
Yeah.
Gonzaga's too stacked. Timmy's playing out of his mind.
Timmy!
I don't see how Gonzaga loses. So Gonzaga in the final.
No, like I said, this is Gonzaga's tournament to lose. They're steamrolling people along the way. I hope it's Gonzaga-Baylor.
I think
everybody hopes it's Gonzaga-Baylor,
does.
unless you're a UCLA fan.
True.
We've got the big names on the left side of the bracket and the Texas matchup on the other side of the bracket. I agree, though. I mean, I hope Baylor Gonzaga wins. Is that too much to ask for?
I just hope both teams have fun, and I hope it's a good game.
Shut up. So, there we go. I like the picks.
Yeah. We We usually do this next part earlier in the podcast. This is kind of
We bumped it back.
quicker version of the podcast tonight.
It's a late night special
here at Chicken and Pickle.
Chicken and Pickle. Let's take a second to appreciate this place. At the trophy room, it's a little bit bigger, as I mentioned. I think that I counted 11 courts, 5 outdoor. That would make 6 indoor. When I walked over there, they had some shuffleball boards, courts. Shuffleball. There's no ball. Cornhole. I love some cornhole. I'll kick your butt in cornhole any day.
Let's play.
And let's play. I don't know. Great place, great food. How you doing? I don't know.
Good people. Nice
Great
people.
people.
Great people.
Call me. She looked back. I hope she doesn't call me.
Yeah, she doesn't have her number.
She didn't seem like my type.
So,
but anyways, let's get to the appreciate yous.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate Chicken and Pickle, first of all.
Yeah.
So
That's it.
They're riding with us through and through. But this next segment, appreciate you.
Yep.
We use your catchphrase for anyone who's not seen or heard the podcast before, just to shout out people that we appreciate who are doing awesome stuff. So I'll let you go first.
Yeah, I mean, mine, we already teased it a little bit, but my guy Michael Strahan needs to learn how to whistle in a new way. He got that gap filled. The video, it was an interesting way. I mean, I've never seen a gap reveal video. You see gender reveal videos.
Yeah. Never seen a gap reveal.
Never seen is it a gap reveal or is it a gap, what do you call that?
A gap closure reveal.
Deveal? Was that a word?
Yeah,
Close it up.
I don't know.
It's no longer there. He was known for the gap. I mean, he also won a Super Bowl and was on TV, still is on TV, but the gap is gone. Strahan, I don't know. I
saw some comments. I saw some comments in on the Twitter thread, and it was like my kids love that you had a gap.
People weren't happy about the gap closure.
Yeah.
That being said, I got braces at a young age, so I support it.
Yeah. You gotta close that up.
There's nothing wrong with having a gap.
Yeah.
I've been to Alabama.
All right, let's just finish this one up, please.
Okay. So Michael Strahan, new teeth, or do I say it to Michael Strahan? I don't know. Regardless, the whole boot and caboodle. Appreciate you.
Also, want to point out we're recording in front of lockers.
Yes.
Again, we have the streak.
The streak continues.
The streak continues. Speaking of streaks, actually, I don't have a good segue. I just wanted to say that.
Shit yourself?
Drew Timmy's facial hair. No. I got to shout him out.
Oh, my.
He's totally embracing the facial hair. It's great.
Oh, it's unreal.
I will say, that's a super college thing to do, growing a mustache. I grew a Fu Manchu in my senior year. I'll try to find a picture for the...
If I could grow facial hair, I would have done it.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a sign that he's leaving, because a lot of times guys would do that their senior year of college, kind of as a joke or just to be ridiculous.
I mean, it could just be because he's a beast.
I think it's more so that, but yeah. I love when he does this after he scores. But he's balling the back. You can't rock ridiculous facial hair and not be a baller in some regard. Kurt Rambis was diving all over the floor for loose. You got to be a baller in some area. He's balling in every area.
You can't be at the end of the bench.
No.
I mean, you could. I think it's one or the other. You got to be the baller. Or you got to be the very end of the bench.
Yeah.
If you're that 7-8 range on the depth chart,
it's just awkward.
It's just you're not the mustache guy.
It's just weird.
Unless you're high energy.
Exactly.
Shout out Kai Jones.
Yes. So
he's back in the Bahamas. If you're wondering, I hit him up when we were in Austin, but he said no.
Oh, good to know. First Gonzaga player with 3 straight 20-point games in an NCAA tournament.
There we go.
A lot of good Gonzaga players over the years.
Adam Morrison could never.
Yeah, apparently couldn't. So, Drew Timme and your facial hair, appreciate you.
There we go. I love it. I've got actually a quick bonus one. The lady who called me out on social media for for when the team up north won for my T-shirt.
Yeah.
Enjoy watching the game like the rest of us, sweetheart.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, I think now's a good time for me to petition that it shouldn't be the Final Four. I think it should be the Final 8 and the Elite Four. I think we should flip those.
Wow.
I don't know. I might write a letter to the commissioner. Why? Because Elite sounds better than Final.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, Elite 8 is kind of a playoff of like Final Four, FF, Elite 8, EE.
I mean, I get it.
But
way to put me in line.
I'm not trying to shoot it down.
Back to this lady for calling me out on social media for wearing the Harbaugh shirt. Enjoy watching like the rest of us. I don't know who you are, but I saw it. We don't like bullying around.
So is that appreciate you or I don't appreciate
I appreciate you watching it on the couch like the rest of us. You come at me, I'll come back harder. I said that once.
I mean,
clap back. Jack claps back.
I've learned that the hard way. So
I don't let the people get to me, but I'm watching.
Yeah.
I stared into the camera.
All right.
That was aggressive.
This is a quick one because we got to make sure we leave enough room for this interview.
Yeah, the interview. Let me text him.
Okay.
You
text him.
Yeah, are you gonna recap?
I'll do a quick recap. So we're still waiting on Tim Duncan. He should be here soon. We're in San Antonio.
He's calling me. You keep going.
Okay, cool. In San Antonio for the NCAA tournament, covering the women's games, having a great time. Jack's bracket is not a curse, apparently. Paige Beckers is balling out of control. Excited for the women's Final Four. What else?
He's almost here.
Men's tournament.
He's at the light.
Okay, good to know. I'll try to make this quick. Recapping the games. Michigan, tough loss. You'll never let me live that down.
Oh, that was the toughest loss. The toughest. The last 8 shots, you missed them all.
Yeah.
Make one of them, you go to overtime.
Not ideal. Appreciate Michael Strahan closing that gap. Drew Timmy growing that hair. And sorry I did that so fast. I'm just so excited for Tim. I can't believe that we landed such a big guest. So
Timmy D. Timmy D.
You nervous?
I'm good.
I don't want to do that because it's going to show that I'm sweating. So.
All right, well, before we go to the interview, we'll wrap it up one more time. Appreciate you to Chicken and Pickle for having us.
Thank you.
Beautiful place. We might need to get a pickleball game in with Tim. That'd be cool.
That'd be good content.
Jack Oxler not in town. Maybe we can get him here.
That's why I'm in.
But, yeah, we love this place. Great times, great vibes, great food, great beer, great hospitality.
Everything's great.
Everything. So, what do you say we hop into the interview?
Let's do it.